Here we are at Ratna Ling on the 20th anniversary or birthday of founding, or as Linda says, the purchase of the property when things got started here. So hello, and we do a little meditation. Let's begin by reading a little bit from one of Rinpoche's books, Gesture of Balance. This is from the chapter on anxiety, transforming anxiety, actually. And let's read a little bit. When problems arise in meditation or in daily life, when we are overly emotional or trapped in a pattern of behavior which causes us to suffer, that is the time to practice openness and balance and to awaken mindfulness. For example, when we are extremely sad or angry, if we concentrate properly on the emotion, looking at it intensely from above and below, and then facing it directly, it can actually disappear because we see that it is really nothing. So when we use visualization in meditation, here in the meditation hall, we can think of this as really like a gym. It's like when we go to the gym, we don't choose 60-pound weight with each hand. Maybe when we start, we go to 10 pounds, okay, a lightweight. And the same with our visualization. When we're pressing our mental muscles, we want to be pushing up a weight that we can handle. So if we visualize an anxious moment, for instance, or a happy moment, we want to choose something we can handle. So let's start with an anxious situation, and then we'll end with remembering a joyful situation. So the one that occurs to me from my practice is that I nearly erased my passwords, all my password page this week, and and I got very anxious because it was like, oh my God, 3 pages of passwords. What am I going to do? So you can choose something like that. It's not a terrible tragedy, but it's something that certainly is causing an emotional reaction. So the idea, as Rinpoche says, is to bring it to mind, try to remember the physical sensations in the body that you had at the time, and then as I'm embodying that, look at it differently. Look at it from above or below or from the side. And just stay with it. We'll do it for a couple minutes. 2 minutes. It's nice to use timers because it has a sharp ending, so we don't kind of wander off into thought. We can make it manageable. So for 2 minutes, go into your anxious situation and choose something fairly recently is best so you can really remember how it felt. Okay. And take a couple minutes to reflect on what just happened. Review that. Did I succeed in holding the visualization of my anxious moment? Was I distracted by inner voices or images? What happened? Crucial thing with meditation is that we're really learning how to do nothing. We're learning how to let go of the structures that we habitually carry in our mind about who I am and what the meaning of the objects that I'm turning my attention to, etc. We're learning how to relax the structures, both the subject and the object, and simply to be present. Okay, so now let's try a positive or joyful moment. Today, for some reason, my thoughts turned to a time when I helped a friend move to Portland a long time ago. And when we arrived after a long, long drive from Missouri, our friend was making dinner, and my friend started to play the banjo. And he tuned it to a modal tune. And I decided to meditate, and I sat while he was playing the banjo, and I entered a kind of ecstatic state. So anyway, you can remember in the past or more recently something where you felt just happy, where you felt good. And as we did a minute ago, visualize that and then bring it, if you can, remember the physical sensations, try to go into those sensations, and then when you're into it, try Rinpoche's suggestion to try looking at it from a different point of view, above, below, from the side. See what happens. 2 minutes. Here we go. After you find your visualization, open your eyes and gaze downward. Tip of the tongue touching the upper palate, mouth slightly open. So even a very short meditation, 2 or 3 minutes, can really have an effect, especially with the anxious states, to open them up, to free ourselves. You know, we may feel sometimes like we're victims of our mind states, and that may be a priori true because we're having them, but it's not really the way it is. We're not trapped by our minds, we're trapped by our habits, and our habits can change. So, in the happy, joyful moment, reflect on what happened as you tried to see it from a different perspective. Thank you.